Now, at the very same time, this non-farm payrolls and this unemployment rate. The unemployment rate, thankfully, I would say thankfully, I mean, of course, not thankfully because people are losing jobs. As a financial market participant, I'm using this word here. Thankfully, the unemployment rate increased. Otherwise, Dow Jones would have fallen considerably on Friday. That's my expectation. Because if it would have come at 3.5% only, or even better 3.4%, and though let me tell you one thing, it is only temporarily, because the unemployment rate changes frequently then after that. I mean, it is generally around 3.4 and 3.5% only. And surprisingly, it has come out to be 3.7%. I hope it doesn't go bad from here, because that's a very important data outcome. अगर ये data बहुत positive आता या अगर एक data flat भी आता, this data is positive. If this data would have been also positive, then I expect Dow Jones would have fallen considerably, at least a couple of percentages. The same way, let us look at initial jobless claims. This data, but worse than this one. So initial jobless claims data is less important when we have non-farm payrolls data in place in the same week. The next data that is a very important data. So one was NFP, one was central bank interest rate decision, second was NFP, third is PMI, purchasing managers index. This data is released on first working day of every month. You see, starting from China to Japan to UK to India to all the countries, they released PMI data, purchasing managers index, that give you a broader idea about the manufacturing sector. I would not like to go into details of PMI and IIP, industrial production. Then after that, we have basically not after that, prior to that, but PMI is a leading indicator while GDP is not a leading indicator. So GDP is also an important data that comes every quarter, which all data outcomes we can track on a daily basis. So one, these 6 central banks, second, non-farm payrolls, every Thursday, initial jobless claims, every month, first and third working day of the month, PMI. On first, we have manufacturing PMI. On third, we have services PMI. Now, because on third, it was a Saturday, Monday morning onwards, you would see services PMI lining up for the entire world. Let me show you. This is Monday. US is on holiday on Monday. Japan, services PMI. China, Kexin services PMI. INR, Nikkei services PMI. Eurozone, services PMI, and also composite PMI. US will not release the data. It will release the data on Tuesday. So all these data are going to impact their local currencies, UK's currency, Eurozone's currency, and so on and so forth. There are other data releases also, but these are the most important data releases for you to track on a daily basis. So almost some of the other data will be there. And if you do not find any other data, always make sure to check these data with 3 stars. And once you have downloaded investing.com and on your mobile phone and registered with the same account, then you will start getting notification of all these important data releases for the first month. Please make sure for the first month, do not left swipe or right swipe the data. Make sure you read these data points for the next 1 month, in the month of September, maybe until October. After that, you will just see the news and you will get an idea of where the economy is heading.